Good afternoon to you all. Respected Professor Deepthi Garu, Director says, author Deepthi Garu, and Chairman Surabhi Medical College, Deepthi Rao Gorukanti, and some of dignitaries amongst the audience, Murli Manohar sir, our Shilpa Reddy Garu. Good afternoon to each and every one of you. Shekharji has put me in a complicated situation because I am neither a medical doctor nor an expert in finance. But then he wanted me to be in this book. Perhaps, we have had a very long relation working in our organization, and it is his affection towards me. Perhaps, I had made him to call me and then speak on the book. I was slightly busy the entire last week attending a conference of vice chancellors in Gujarat. I just came last night and then had the opportunity to go through the book in the morning, just gloss over. Normally we think doctors are there to give you prescription for physiological problems, and I never realized until I had seen this book, doctors also give prescription for financial maladies. I congratulate Deepthi Garu for this adventure. We welcome Peter Rajendra Garu. So I was saying, I thought always that doctors are there only to give prescription for physiological problems, and it is a discovery, a very present discovery, that doctors like Dr. Deepthi would also have prescription for financial maladies. The book is very interesting right from the word go. She begins the book, with that sentence, "Let us be honest, money is complicated." That's the first sentence of a book. But as you go through the book, and the first sentence, unravels itself in terms of managing money easier. I just would want to repeat the point that she begins the book, stating, "Let us be honest, money is complicated." But as you go through the book, we unravel the entire intricacy of managing money, and we realize how it is, the book is useful in making us understand the efficacy of maneuvering money in multiple ways to make us happier. I congratulate Dr. Deepthi for this, very wonderful kind of a writer. And the format of book is also very interesting. Normally books have 2-3 ways of, narration. Either the author would tell something or in the form of a story. But this book is different in terms of laying a format in an episodic manner. So from each chapter, from one chapter to another, you move from one episode to another episode, which in other words, from one experience to another experience. So when you read experiences of people and the trauma that they had faced and the way they had overcome the trauma in negotiating the financial turbulences, we as readers, we discover solutions for our own problems, because she talks about one Kavita in the very first chapter. One Rajesh and one Ayesha, and how Kavita, Rajesh and Ayesha had overcome their problems. And when we read the book, people like us, we find a Kavita in us, we find an Ayesha in us, and we find a Rajesh in us, and therefore the book touches each and every one of us. This is point number one. And in the first chapter, she talks about the background of the book. And she says that, as a child, she grew up, in the lap of parents, and she had seen, how her parents, Deepthi's parents, and Shekharji's, sister and then brother-in-law, had saved every pie in order to ensure her good education. That is her take-off point. And as after becoming doctor, she started earning money, and for reasons which she did not mention in the book, she had problems with money and she suffered losses. Then when she suffered losses in personal life, when you juxtapose her, the losses that she suffered in personal life with the way her parents saved money, we understand the difference between two attitudes, in the contemporary Indian society. During, for centuries, Indian economy had been a saving economy. We were never a consumer economy. We wanted to save money for a number of reasons. We used to have a joint family system. I save money, therefore I can take care of my parents. I save money because I want to perform my sister's marriage. I save money because I want to support my brothers and other siblings, for their education. But after 1990, somehow we have become a spending culture. I remember as a child, my father used to give me a list of items, groceries that we buy once in a month. And once in a month we buy something, and whatever we want, we go to neighborhood shops and then buy small things. Now we have the same list when we go to Ratnadeep. We buy what is in the list, we also buy what is not there in the list. Which in other words, what is it? The consumer market, the market is sucking us. It is tempting us. It is tempting you to buy what you don't require. Whenever I have conversation with my daughter, who had done her economics from London School of Economics recently, after doing her degree also, now she says, whenever she says she feels bored, Papa, I am feeling bored, let us go for shopping. I never understand, when you feel bored, how shopping is a solution. Shopping for us, for all of us, is against need. We go for shopping because we have need. We don't go for shopping for time pass. And this actually summarizes the changing sociology, changing economy of India, and the present generation of many people. They have become, they are sucked by consumerism, and under the circumstances, the book of Dr. Deepthi, looks like a solution. Looks almost like a guiding kind of a navigating tool, telling youngsters how not to kind of spend money, how to save money, and what is the efficacy of saving. There are many things in the book. For example, you have one, just I read, I don't take much time, Rajendra is also here. Just one single sentence would summarize the entire book. She says something like this. She talks about three solutions. Set on non-negotiable family time is the first solution. And the last sentence in the prescription she says is, gratitude to what you have. What is gratitude to what you have? To be complacent. Not exactly complacent. Complacent could be a slightly negative word. To be kind of happy with what you have. If you feel happy with what you have, you would not have any financial problems. She is one of her solutions. I want each one of you to read this book, because it doesn't really take more than 2-3 hours to read the book, and the book enlightens you on many counts. And to enlighten you further, she would also give you, because to make our reading better and easier, she also gives us a list of glossary explaining all the financial terms that she has used. The book is an example of meticulous discipline that she practiced in writing the book. She has devotion towards what she chose, that is to write a book on financial intricacies and ensuring financial health for all of us. Now she also talks about how organizations like We Get Foundation and other foundations, they use money for philanthropy and for service. So the book is almost looks like a encyclopedia on finance, financial management, how to negotiate with finance so that we have better life for all of us. I grew up, listening to one song of Gandasala, which says, Dhanamera annitiki moolam, that, money is the root of genesis of everything. To understand the value of money, the essence of life. And the book, in fact, decodes that 2 lines of Gandasala's song. Congratulate Dr. Deepthi and wish you all the very best.